Alright, today I'm going to be taking a look, well, we're going to be taking a look, I suppose, at my ancient Toshiba Starlight 440 CDX. Now this fellow was made in 1996, which we can confirm by looking at the bottom here. Let's see. It says, okay, actually doesn't say very much at all about a manufacturing date. Anyway, it's a, well, satellite obviously, Toshiba, and it's, yes, it's very dirty. It doesn't look as bad as it does in the video, but it's got a Pentium 133 MHz with MMX, 144 megabytes of memory, and that's maxed out. It actually only comes with like 32 or something like crappy like that. It still uses a track point because apparently it's very old, as I told. So we need to plug this in first. I turn it on, and let's see if it actually turns on. And there it goes. Or not. You know, it cannot start up, that works too. Second time's a charm, I guess. There, no, it didn't start up that time either. Usually it starts up on the first try, but apparently this time it's decided, you know, it's not going to start at all, apparently. Come on. Alright, what is this, Crazy World? Okay, this is starting to piss me off. Okay, yeah, this is... There we go, now it's staying on. Yeah, it does that apparently sometimes. See, 1996. Okay, you can't read that. That's not the actual logo, that would be Windows 98. Used to have a super disk, I just haven't bothered to change the settings here. Because I ripped that apart and now it's just an IDE super disk, which is completely useless because I don't need super disk disks. I've installed the unofficial service pack for Windows 98. And there's apparently an error mod or exit pub that I still haven't fixed. I used to actually play Quake on this. I'm as surprised as anybody. I mean Quake. It ran at like 13 frames per second or something, and I actually played it, and I actually garnered some fun from it, which I find very disgusting actually now. Gotta love my beautiful background. This thing can barely run play MP3s at full speed. It's all choppy and whatnot. It's not the fastest thing in the world. Oh, it started up, all the excitement. As I configured now, obviously the drive is too small to be much use to anybody. Can help at all. Alright, let's just try and get Explorer started here. Yes, this is extremely painful to use. Windows Explorer. It's just a giant blurry mess. Oh yes, and the screen sucks because it's passive matrix, so everything's pretty much washed out like freaking freaking celebrity. We actually might probably do this. Ah, now that's easy to see for you, but it's pitch dark when I'm looking at it. So, you know, wish me luck at navigating these screens here. Basically, what it's got is a relatively tiny microphone that has some interesting. Okay, I'm going to stop doing that. It's got a relatively tiny 1.34 gigabyte hard drive, which is funny because my tiny old ThinkPad had a 2 gigabyte one, and it's like 2 years older, so probably $1,000 more expensive. So that's that, and system information is pretty sparse. It doesn't even have a network adapter of any sort. The only one that considers a network adapter is an infrared port, which is pretty useless for networking. Alright, I'll shut it down again. Portray some of the ports here it has. I changed all the sounds to Windows XP sounds ages ago. Alright. What we got here is a CD-ROM drive, which comes out nice and easy. Very difficult with one hand. Or, you know, you have to trust me on that one. It comes out really easy. PC card slot, Kensington locker majig. The contrast is just screwing with for you. Here's the battery slot, which is where batteries go. There's no battery in there now because I mean it's kind of pointless to have a battery in one. It only keeps it running for about 5 seconds, and the whole thing fucking may as well catch fire. Indicators, phonoplug, microphone that I was just messing with as well. I believe that's a serial port. No wait, no, that one there, that's the VGA. Printer cable, sorry, parallel port. The single USB 1.1 connector it has, and the IR port right there, that black square. This is the apparently for its port replicator, which I don't have. Serial port, fan. So yeah, mouse and keyboard, PS2 port, and DCN. One thing I found very interesting about this fella is that it has the Windows key up here in the corner. I mean, what is up with that? Why is it up in that corner? It doesn't make any sense. Now, let's compare that to my other laptop. This one right here. Get this out of the way. This one's also Toshiba. This one's a little bit newer. Battery also works, which is a nice change. It's a lot bigger, as one can see pretty clearly. I'm running Mint on it right now. It's really quite a nice machine, I have to say. But it has a tendency to just disappear when you're using a battery. It doesn't give you a warning or anything, which I find quite annoying. Got a dual core, 2 gigahertz I believe. I'd have to actually look at that. Windows key is in a more sane place at least. Which is, yeah, well reflective because you can see me in the reflection now. So, all in all, this one's a lot better, but this, the 440 CDX was actually CDX Pro. So, you know, I don't know what the difference is between a normal and a Pro one, but obviously there's a difference. This one's a lot more modular as well. You can take out the memory, the hard drive, all that sort of stuff. Battery is easy to get to. 440 CDX kind of decides that, you know, no one's going to want to change a hard drive or or memory. The only thing that's easy to get to is memory. I'll show you that right now. Thanks to the fact that I've lost about every single screw that goes into this thing. I can just take this up right here and oh look, there's a memory right there. Easy to get to. Comes loose very easily as well, which made lots of fun. And it booted and the RAM was all like, no extended memory, and I'm like, what? Well, Windows was saying it couldn't boot. So, you know, that's the 440 CDX, and a quick look at L300 there. That's what the black one is, L300 satellite. This one was about $2,000. This one was $700. So, you know, yeah, there's a bit of a disparity there in price. So that's those then.